Let's talk about what's in my crochet bag. I thought this was a super fun video to make, and I did not clean out or declutter my bag in any way, shape, or form before making this video. And I already know there's a few things in here that are not crochet related, that are totally random, and I'm gonna share those with you. Now, if you're watching this and you're thinking, this is stupid, I don't care what's in our crochet bag, great, feel free to move on to the next video. But if you're a crochet nerd like me, maybe you're just curious, like, what are my kind of non-essentials? Essentials. There's a non-essentials too, but what are my crochet essentials that I carry with me wherever I go? And there's also a half-done project in here, so I'll show you what that is too. But first, let's talk about what I'm drinking. And right now, I have a huge cup of tea. There's only one tea bag in here, so it's really weak. It's mostly just slightly flavored hot water. And I like to do this. I got this for free at a stock growers event for the family ranch. I won it as a door prize, and I had no idea it was such a good deal. I don't know what the brand is. It's got this little bear with an R, and there's like boiling water in here, and it does not feel warm whatsoever. And so it keeps, like, I was like, wow, I didn't even know there was a cup like this, because it keeps it hot all day. And I have a few hours left of work to do today, so this will last me for the rest of my workday. So anyway, fun little plug there. Sorry, I don't know what the brand is on that thing. I'm also drinking water, and my tea is a little bit too hot. I think I'm gonna burn my mouth on camera. That'll be a fun part of this video. Okay, so let's dive into the crochet bag. I am going to show you everything that I pull out of it. And first, let's start with this outside. First, let's talk about where did this bag come from? I can't really link it for you because I actually got this as a high school graduation present, I think, which is part near 20 years ago at this point. And it was supposed to be a purse or something, I think, but I never, this wasn't really my style. It was from somebody who's older, in my mom's age. And I was like, why are you giving me this bag? But I kept it around, and I started crocheting when I was a junior in college. So this bag just floated around, and I didn't get rid of it. But then when I was a junior in college, I was like, hey, this bag. And it's held up really well. Actually, it says I have no idea if this is a thing or if it's still around. It says Strata on the back of it. So I keep using it. It's the perfect size. It's held up really well. It actually does not look ugly. I kind of didn't like it when I first got it as a gift, but sometimes that's a bonus. So we're gonna look in this front pocket right here. And this is where I keep my hooks and a few other things. So let's start with some hooks. Now, this is where it gets into non-essentials. I carry this many hooks with me on a regular basis. I do not need all of them, especially I think I have two of the same size right here. Yeah. I have two J hooks right here, which I don't even use J hooks on a regular basis. So who knows why that is. I have a drawer too where I keep extra hooks. I haven't bought hooks for years, but I seem to have so many. I'm not sure why. It's partly because I taught crochet as an elective when I was a middle school teacher, and we got a whole bunch of hooks for the kids, and I think some of them ended up with my stuff, so I seem to have more than I need for sure. Anyway, so we also have an I hook, which is one of my favorites for making beanies. We have a K hook, which I also don't use very often. We have a G hook, which is really good for sewing in ends or doing amigurumi little stuffed animal projects. We have an H hook. I also use this a lot for beanies. We have a second G hook. I definitely need two of those in here. And then an F hook, which I really like this for sewing in ends. This is the smallest one I have in here. And it's helpful for when you're trying to hook through and sew in those ends. I don't know that I've ever actually crocheted a project with a hook this small, but that's what I mainly use it for. Who knows, maybe I'll do something really small one of these days. Then I have three of these bigger hooks, and I am glad I carry these with me because I like to crochet with bulky weight yarn or super bulky weight yarn, and that's what I use these for. These two are L hooks. I generally use this one. It's made of bamboo, and it actually used to have some type of like plastic end. I don't know what it was supposed to be for, like maybe Tunisian crochet or something like that. But I just needed an L hook, and this is what I found. And I just cut the little thing off the end. People ask me like if this is a pen. Wouldn't that be handy if this, it looks like it. Wouldn't it be handy if this was like a little pen to write with? It'd be so nice for for like designing. It's not. Anyway, this is also an L hook, which I don't like as much as the bamboo one. And this is an M hook. I thought I had an N hook in here too, because I like that one for super bulky yarn, but I don't find it, so who knows where it is. Something non-crochet related, but essential, hair holder. There's definitely been phases of my crochet life where I had no hair holders because my hair, if you've seen any of my older videos, my hair was like a pixie cut, like so short, so I never had any hair holders ever, but now they're everywhere. And then in the front, I always carry my stitch markers. I don't need to have 2 containers of stitch markers at the moment, but I do. This would suffice. I could put this back in my drawer. So I've got the locking kind and the not locking kind, and I have collected many over the years. They're all like different brands, and I don't even know what they are anymore. But I use those for almost every project. I use stitch markers because it helps me to keep track of where I am. Let's try this tea and see if I can not burn myself. Ooh, a little bit burned, just a little, but it tastes good. Okay, so that's the front pocket. That's everything in the front, so I'm gonna close that back up. So let's go inside now, and we'll take a look what is in here. And you can see I've got a beanie in here. Actually, there is an inside pocket right here, so let's look at what's in there. I'm just gonna pull everything out and show you. Oh, there's a bunch of little random things. Maybe I'll get rid of some of these things while I'm doing this video. Oh yeah, okay. So here we have a tapestry needle, which I really like to have these to sew in the ends. And we also have these needles, which I think I could put away. I don't use these very often. I used to use these for sewing in the ends, but then I found this, and I don't know the brand of this or where to get this exactly. Don't know where it came from because like I said, I've had this bag for many, many years now, so I've just collected things. But these ones don't work as well for me, as I like the kind with the little notched end, and this one's easy to thread your yarn through. So yeah, I could definitely move these over. Oh, this is broken, I think. Yeah, this is a threader. And when I used to use these to maybe sew in ends or do something, or just sew on pieces. Oh yeah, this is also for when I used to do a lot of amigurumi toys for my nieces and nephews, and you do need to sew things, like sew arms onto a body, stuff like that. Again, I prefer this now, but I used to have these. They're still in my bag, but I could put them away because I don't really use them anymore. Then my scissors somehow got in. Usually I keep these in the outside pocket so that they're easier to get to, but these little scissors I remember buying these at a craft store in Denver. They're super cute. Another hair holder, random colors. Chapstick, very important. I always want to have that. Then I randomly have this little essential oils thing that I got at a shop in Denver, and it says Nepali Amber. I remember buying this, and I don't know what I was thinking at the time. I don't like the smell of it that much. It smells a little on the side of like baby powder smelling, and I don't like that smell that much. So it's funny that I've kept it in here. I remember when I bought it, it had to be at least 5 or 6 years ago. I keep it in here even though I don't really like the smell of it, but now it's just in there, so there it is. And then this is an interesting one, which I actually like keeping in here. This is a chip from a 12-step program that I'm in called Codependence Anonymous, which is a whole different topic for a whole different video, but this is my 1-year chip. I got this when I was in for a year, and I have, a 2 and a 3, and I think I have a 9-month chip too. So I have a few other ones like around the house to kind of just like remind me. It has the serenity prayer on it, and it's just nice to see it sometimes in the, it's tucked away in the inside pocket of my crochet bag, but I felt like this program is one of the things that's helped me the most in my relationships and my emotions of anything I've ever done. So that's kind of fun to get to show you my chip, and I do like having it in my crochet bag. So that is it. Oh, then we have a random scrap of pink yarn. I haven't crocheted with pink yarn in a while, so that's been in there for a while. So, all right, I'm putting everything back in the inside pocket. Now we're gonna look at the main pocket, which has some random stuff in it. First of all, I'm pulling out this beanie. It's really close to being done, actually. I have this little ball of yarn because I made this beanie and it was too big. So I ripped it out and redid it, and now I'm almost done. So I just have this little bit of yarn. I'm not even gonna need all of this to finish it. And I've got my little stitch marker. It's staying in there. This is how I always leave the stitch marker when I stop increasing the beanie and I'm doing the plain rounds. I leave the stitch marker in the last round of increasing to help me count how many plain rounds I'm doing. So that's a little tip that I think I just made that up. I don't think I got that tip from anyone else. I'm curious if anyone else does it that way, actually. So that's the project that's currently in here. Now, some projects I work on don't fit in this bag, and that's always kind of a bummer. That's why beanies are so nice, because they always fit in the bag. The ones that don't fit in the bag, honestly, it takes me forever to do a project that doesn't fit in my crochet bag. Well, maybe one day I'll get a better system. I was actually gonna make myself some baskets to have stuff sitting in my living room that's bigger, like a bigger project, but the basket itself is a big project, and it's taking me a long time to crochet the basket. Oh well. So now we are into some random stuff that's in the main pocket of the bag. So let me pull out the rest of this stuff and just show you this extremely important stuff here. Okay, so first of all, breath mints. That's always nice to have on hand. These say Northwest Farm Credit Services on them. I remember when I got them, we work with them for ranching stuff, and they do like an educational seminar every year. And so they had this at the seminar, and I brought my crochet, of course, to the seminar, because whenever I'm sitting like listening to a speaker, I actually feel like I can concentrate better on what they're saying when I'm crocheting. So this bag was there, and the mints are still in there. And let's see, did I get everything? No, I did not get everything out of here. Yep, that's it. Okay, so the thing I missed, because they're dark colored, is these gloves. And my aunt gave me these, I remember, for like a birthday or Christmas present, and I was like very happy. Like, it was a great gift because they have copper. I don't know how that's supposed to work, but copper is supposed to like help your joints. And sometimes I do get really sore hands from crocheting if I crochet too much. It's usually my left hand that hurts. So these do help, actually. So I wear those sometimes, especially on my left hand, the like copper craft gloves. Don't ask me where she got them. It was a gift, I don't know. So along those lines, I also have this. It's Tiger Balm, and that I also put that on my hands. Sometimes my neck also hurts, just, from like crocheting and looking down too much, or just sitting or whatever. So that's kind of nice to have on hand. This is totally random. I have no idea what this is. I must have gotten this as a holiday gift at some point. This is hand sanitizer with a reindeer on it. Vanilla Bean Noel. I never use this. I totally forgot it's in there. That's actually kind of good to remember, because sometimes you need hand sanitizer. So that's there. Here is something that I can definitely put away, because these are eyes for amigurumi projects, and I haven't done any amigurumi in a minute. I don't know why there are 3 eyes in here, not 4 or 2, 3. Maybe I'm destined to make a 3-eyed monster, I don't know. But yeah, this doesn't need to be in my bag, that's for sure. Now, I have 4 pens obviously you need 4 pens to write with, 2 of which are that same Northwest Farm Credit Services. So I guess I picked up these the same day when I was at that seminar. So that's in there. And then I have this, which also is from Farm Credit. I want to actually move this somewhere else because it looks like a pen, but inside is, it's like a screwdriver, I think. Oh boy, I just poured those all out. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's like 7 different little screwdriver attachments. Like some are Phillips and some are flat. And you just take them out and put them through there and you have a little screwdriver. But honestly, I don't need that in my crochet bag. I probably could put that in like my kitchen drawer or something. That'd probably be a better place. So I'm gonna put it over there. I'm not gonna put it back in the crochet bag. Then here's something I can throw in the trash. This is just a label from Skeins of Yarn. Do you ever have that just like floating around? Sometimes I think I should save it so I remember like what color it is, but I don't. What color is it? I'm just curious. Black. I definitely don't need that. So that's going over here. I'm not going to put it back in there. It's black. Then I have a paper clip. I'm guessing this might be in here because I lost my stitch markers and I put this in as a backup. Paper clips can work well if you don't have a stitch marker and you want one, just FYI. Then I have more stuff about beef and cattle. This also must have been from the, no, this wasn't from the Farm Credit Seminar. This was from a different one, but this is from the Stock Growers. Again, actually, this is from the same place where I got this awesome mug. I also got these pamphlets about beef, the Beef It's What's for Dinner deal, and nutrition of beef, and beef and Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts. So I guess I was gonna read these. Oh, there's recipes in here. Yeah, so I don't need this in my crochet bag though, so I'm not gonna put these back in there, but they are something I still wanna look at a little bit before I toss them. And then I have a notebook in here. Like in theory, that's a good idea. Since I'm a crochet designer, I should have a notebook. Oh yeah, and I did doodle down some, I don't know what I have on here. I have notes on like a part-time job that I do for the community, and then I have a little bit of pattern like scratching on here, but it's not anything helpful. I found that it's better for me to put my patterns and my ideas on my phone so that I can have it anywhere I am versus in a notebook. Like it gets lost, I can't find it. It's just better to write my notes on my phone, but I'll still keep the notebook in because sometimes you want to like draw a little sketch or something. So that is everything that's in my crochet bag. This was a good chance to declutter a couple of things that I don't need to be carrying around with me everywhere I go, like amigurumi eyes when I'm not doing an amigurumi project. But yeah, it's nice. It's really fun to be able to, it's just fun to notice how many little swag things I have in here from different events I've gone to and brought my crochet bag and crocheted, because like I said, I honestly think it helps me listen better when I'm trying to learn something in a seminar. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.